Mr. Chairman. My amendment would reduce Section 8 spending across the board by 10%, $3 billion, and place the savings in the spending reduction account. The Section 8 voucher program, which was intended to provide temporary assistance for struggling Americans, has become, unfortunately, a way of life for far too many in this country. And many of our communities, like my community, Cincinnati, are struggling to deal with the program's unintended consequences in many instances in many neighborhoods. As a result, the program is in need of serious reform. For example, to help reduce dependency on the program, we should establish time limits for beneficiaries, except for the elderly or disabled. The payments should not go on basically forever as they do under current law. To make certain that Section 8 landlords are accountable to local communities, landlords should be required to comply with local laws and ordinances and not be allowed to hide behind the HUD regulations when faced with complaints about their properties. To make the program safer for both its recipients and the neighbors of those recipients, we need to ensure that convicted felons and sex offenders are barred from participation in the Section 8 program. And if you're able to work, then you should have to work in order to be eligible for Section 8 benefits. Until reforms like these have been implemented, spending more tax dollars on the Section 8 voucher program is akin to throwing good money after bad. And faced with a national debt that exceeds $17 trillion and in fact is around $17.5 trillion now, that's something, continuing this funding is something we simply cannot afford. Mr. Chairman, as we look for areas to reduce federal spending, a broken program like Section 8 that rewards government dependency with our tax dollars is a good place to start. And those other things that I mentioned are things that we've offered in the past and intend to offer in legislation in the future, but relative to this particular amendment, this would just cut the funding by $3 billion, which is approximately 10% of the Section 8 program. And with that, I yield back.